Hello guys, this is Astocky here, back playing the Astocky Pack for Minecraft 1.4.7. I'm expecting to release this today to everybody. What I thought I would let you know first is from 1.4.6 to 1.4.7 there is a couple of pretty big changes that have been made with the pack. For those of you who watch my channel a lot, you will see that I was toying around with the idea of trying out an Astocky Tech pack. I've decided that pretty much all of the mods that I had in the Astocky Tech pack, except for Z's farming mod, were already in Solitary Craft. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to get my tech fixed by playing Solitary Craft. And I'm not sure yet, but I might even join the official Solitary Craft server, the Redwood server. I'm not totally sure about that yet, but what I'm thinking is I've added a couple of mods to the Astocky pack. I've tweaked a couple of mods as well. So the backpacks mod that was in the previous 1.4.6 version is not going to be in the 1.4.7 version. So don't do the update if you have any of the previous backpacks. So if you had, obviously I can't show you now because they're no longer in here, but if you had any of the backpacks, you can no longer get those, and it will probably crash your world if you try and jump into the world without them. So what I would suggest you do is delete them and then replace them with the red power canvas bags. And if you have the magic backpacks, which is the only reason that I was keeping it in, I now have a replacement for that as well, because I have added the ender storage mod. So you can now get ender chests and you can get ender pouches. Those are pretty much the same thing, but they add a lot more flexibility that makes multiplayer a little bit better and makes them just a little bit easier to use. So that's the first mod that I've added. The next mod that I've added is factorization. So I've added in factorization because I'm not looking to add mods like IC2 and things like that, because I think they clash with metallurgy. But factorization really adds a unique way of processing ores and doing things like that I think is quite good. It also adds the pocket crafting table, which is excellent, and it adds the I guess all the things that you can do with dark iron, and I think it's just a really well balanced mod. So factorization in, other kind of mods like that not in. So what that means now is there's this new silver ore that you really need to get, and you'll notice from the last episode that I was playing of this that I was getting a bit frustrated with the fact that it's so hard to find. I've been making a whole lot of this off camera, draining my battery pretty much as fast as I was filling it just to make some charcoal, because you always need charcoal, and I figured while the sun's out I may as well use it. Sorry, slightly distracted there. Yes, I figured that it was really frustrating not being able to get the quantities of the vanilla ores and diamonds and redstone and those kind of things that you really need to do some stuff with red power, because pretty much the next step from this needs a diamond draw plate, which needs a block of diamond, which needs 9 diamonds, and you saw how much trouble I had finding 4 diamonds when they're scattered everywhere. So I have now tweaked the metallurgy configs so that all the ores spawn at heights that make sense for the kind of ore that they are. So copper will continue to spawn up really high, tin will spawn from 64 down, silver will only spawn from 32 down, the same as gold, and some of the really rare ones will now only spawn down at the same level as diamond and redstone. So instead of needing to mine out an entire chunk like you would with a quarry to find the ores that you need, now you can pretty much be safe knowing that if you dig down to about around about the 15 level, like you would if you were hunting for redstone and dig around, you're going to find all the ores that you need down in that level instead of having to look kind of everywhere. So I think that's a good balancing thing. Again, the problem with my world is I'm going to have to load new chunks to make that work. So that leads me to the next mod that I've added that I've always really liked, and I think it fits in well with the theme of this pack, but I just kind of hadn't bitten the bullet and installed it yet because it had some issues and it wasn't working that well. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it uses linking books and it allows you to create your own worlds using descriptive books of the world, it's Mystcraft. What that will allow me to do is create a new Mystcraft world and then basically go mining in that new world, so that I don't have to bother, traveling huge amounts of chunks to try and get to new areas. It also is going to allow me to teleport quite quickly between the real world and the nether and doing different things like that. So that's another thing that I think is excellent. My furnace is starting to slow right down now because it's down to almost red. The sun's up, so it should be getting power, but obviously this furnace is just drawing more power than it's producing, which is why I need 4 more pieces of nickelite. So I'm going to go get that off camera, but I just thought I would tell you about the changes first. So yes, factorization is in. Obviously red power and all the other mods are still in. Now the next thing you will see, look at this. Lots of new machines, lots of new rails. I have added Railcraft, and the reason that I've decided to add Railcraft is because Railcraft is cool. I always got a bit frustrated with Railcraft by the fact that it just took forever to find enough coal and to make the coke oven and to make the creosote and things like that. Well, they've tweaked the recipes now so that you can actually that reminds me, I don't think I've added the NEI plugin yet. Creosote oil. Nope, I haven't added the NEI plugin yet, so I'm going to have to do that. And I'll make sure I do that before I release it. But yes, I'm going to add, well, I have added Railcraft. I added it for one particular inclusion, which is this. It is a world anchor. And I'm actually just going to spawn one in for a second just to show you guys why I like these. Now this is just like any other chunk loading block that you might see in any other mod, except for to actually make it work you have to power it, and if you don't power it, it doesn't do anything. So I think that's a cool balancing feature, and I think that's not going to detract too much from playing on the server with it, because people will have to keep putting items in to make it load the chunk. So it's not going to be just totally overpowered. And I think that plus the ender chests I think is a really nice addition that's going to make getting some of the materials that I've been looking to try and get, I guess, just a little bit more normal. So what else was I thinking? I was definitely going to talk about something else. Maybe there's another mod in here. There must be. Let's have a quick look. So like I said, I've talked about Mystcraft, talked about Railcraft. Let's have a quick look through all the red power items. Keep moving on. We get to all the well-known red power stuff, then we get to all the blocks. I'm starting to think that maybe there's not anything else. I've already talked about factorization, which is cool. I'm really looking forward to doing some stuff with factorization. I was sure there was something else. Well, never mind. If I think of it, I'll show you what it is. Otherwise, I had intended to do some Thaumcraft 3 research this episode. So, I'm going to continue to do that. And then after that, I am going to head over... Why is my Optifine zoom key changed? Bad Optifine. I'm going to head out that way, and I know in a really early episode out that way out in the desert I found a temple in the desert, and I never thought to check what was in it. So I'm going to do a little bit of Thaumcraft 3 research, and then I'm going to check it out, and then I'm going to sort some things out in here because I don't like the way this is all going at the moment. But where's my Thaumonomicon? There we go. Let's see what I have got and let's see what I haven't got. Okay, so I've got Alumentum and I've got Nitor. I have not yet got this. and the picture there is a gold nugget. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's where I'm going to put the infusion table, and that's where I'm going to put the crucible. I was wondering why there was a hole in my floor. But that just seems ridiculous. How are we doing over here? We got any gold? Got lots of gold dust. Actually, you know what? This is so fast, and I have so much charcoal. Beautiful. So I definitely know that I'm going to need gold nuggets for this. So let's make ourselves some gold nuggets. Stormcraft. Just put them on cursory because I don't want to lose them. They've got metallum. We have an unknown theory. Wow, I went through those gold nuggets much faster than I thought I would. I wonder if copper nuggets will work just as well, because they have, yeah, they have the same thing in them, and I have bucket loads of copper. Definitely works better with whole things. 93% complete there. Okay, got the metal complete. Now I've got two more. Now I know that some of the things, oops, nighttime. This is another reason why Mistcraft is going to be excellent, because I'm going to be able to create like linking books to kind of teleport around my base because it's so big. Yeah, just ignore that giving myself a world anchor, it's gone. Okay. Metallurgy. Stormcraft. No, I'm in my storage room. Now these things have that element of like backwards and forwards, which I think is like change. And so I think that is going to be useful. And like I said, I have lots of seeds as well, so actually let's just thoroughly get rid of them. Okay, there we go. So seeds were definitely in there. So we got metallum, we got permutatio, and it's transmutation. Now I knew it was transmutation. I have no idea what's in it though. But I wonder. Back in a moment. Sorry about that, guys, I'm back. And while I was off, I realized the other mod that I've added. I have now added, well, you can't actually see it, but you probably will see it if I take this axe and I go and have a look at my tree farm. Just going to check my tree farm to make sure it has grown. Yeah, we're getting there. Might just start on one of those birch trees. And yes, I saw the creeper. I'm scared of the creeper, but I saw him. Okay. And now, watch the leaves. Oh yeah. The mod that I have changed is I changed the Tree Feller mod for the Tree Capitator mod. The reason I did that is Tree Capitator has made some really substantial improvements. I guess part of the reason that I first picked Tree Feller over Tree Capitator was that it worked with SMP. Obviously Tree Capitator's done that now. Tree Capitator also has added the ability to chop down mod trees with axes, because that was something that Tree Capitator didn't previously that Tree Feller had. So it's kind of added all of the different things that I really wanted, and then it's just done a much better job of making configuration really easy. So because it's done such a good job of that, I am going to stick with it. But yes, what I was saying is there's this little chalice sort of symbol that comes with a gold ingot that I think might be the next ingredient that I need, because it's basic transmutation, but it had a picture of a gold nugget. So see, neither of those have been excluded yet. So I'm going to put it on cursory, and hopefully, before I lose that ingot, dang, it's always the way, isn't it? Hopefully, I've got some more gold in here. No more gold. Okay, well that's obviously a bummer. I was sure I was going to need gold. What have we got there? 14 gold dust. Yeah, 14 gold dust is not bad. Let's cook this up in super speed time. Just going to take one at a time. Thorncraft. Ah, see? I knew when the picture was a gold nugget that it had to be gold. And unfortunately, using the gold nuggets isn't working. I've got to use ingots to get this. And that makes this pretty expensive research. I'm going through a lot of ingots. I wish there was a way to make your research a lot better, but I don't think that there is. But we're definitely getting there. Only 37% complete. 50. Come on. 87. 100. Beautiful. Basic transmutation. Must be a GUI scale thing that I can't read what it says. Whatever. I can just click here and then click on this. Basic transmutation. You are able to transform basic metals like iron into gold nuggets. The transformation is not without cost and loss, however, but one can never have too much gold, can one? So to make 2 gold nuggets, you need Charis and you need 2 metallum. So like I could put 2 copper nuggets in and that would get me the 2 metallum. But Charis, I don't know what has that aspect. It has now also given me basic alchemy, which is like an achievement. And I got to get this achievement and then I can go for this research here. But now to get any further, I need to get this one and this one and this one. Now that picture there looks just like the enchanted fabric used to look in the last Thorncraft. So I'm going to throw some wool in there and see if that will help. Because I'm sure the enchanted fabric used to use wool. I'm out of paper. How can I be out of paper? This is just ridiculous. Not prepared. I've got like 2 stacks of 64 sugarcane, I think. 3 stacks. Why not? Let's just split it again. Beautiful. 63 pieces of paper. Just jump over the hole in my floor. Please ignore that. Okay. I did get a theory from that, so I'm definitely on the right track of something, but not necessarily what it was that I wanted. So, how do I make a writing table, writing desk? That's the one I want. I need an ink sac, a feather, and some oak planks. Well, I've definitely got the oak planks. I should have some ink sacs too. And feather. 1 feather. Got 10 ink sacs though. 10 ink sacs is good. So feather. No, it was ink feather, and then planks. Excellent. Now I have use for this room. I mean, I had called it my bedroom, but I mean, it's pretty empty. So what I'm going to do is just over here in the corner. So that's how it places. Please tell me I can pick this back up. Excellent. Get in the corner. Okay, so I now have the ability to make that. So now before I do anything, I need to make a notebook. And that is 9 sheets of paper. No, not metallurgy, Thorncraft I want. Now the next thing I'm going to do, because it will help me to sort my inventory out, and everyone knows that I desperately need that, so I'm going to make myself a pocket crafting table. So I've got this 9 sheets of paper now, so we'll press C to open up our crafting area. To chuck all this stuff on the floor because I'm disorganized. Notebook. Now, I believe I've seen a lot of Mistcraft. I've never actually played Mistcraft, so I'm kind of winging it here and hoping that I get it right. But I believe now if I take this notebook and place it in here, it will record information about any kind of world that I make. So now that cow farm of mine and that chicken farm and that sugarcane farm are all going to come in really handy because we need books. Lots and lots of books. I have 4 leather, so that's going to be excellent. Why do I have all this stuff? Precious. You're precious, you're precious, you're precious. I think clay was precious. Your food. You and you are all blocks, and so are you. How are we doing now? You're going to count as precious because I have nowhere else to put you at the moment. Sort my inventory out a bit. Charcoal can also count as that. Now we're looking a bit better. Look at that, definitely. There we have 3 books. I never like to use... What the hey? You only live once. I was going to say I never like to use my last piece of leather because I always find there ends up being some reason why you desperately need just one more piece of leather. But I'm going to need at least 1 feather. And the easiest way to get that is to go to my metallurgy room. Metallurgy, run across my little bridge, and then go get some chickens. Just happens to be nighttime right now, which is fantastic and awesome. So I'm going to sleep, and I will meet you over at my farms. Back soon. Okay guys, well here I am. It's time to feed the piggies. There we go, no more carrots. Just wander around, gather a bit more experience. It's been quite a while since I've died, so I'm going to aim not to do that again. Hey! You, I'm sure, were meant to be inside. Ooh, 2 pieces of leather. That is good for that cow. No, that's not good for the cow, but that was good for me. That's really what I meant to say. 20 wheat hay. Well, let's go boys! Now the other reason I think that adding railcraft is cool is because it adds the feed station. So it should be that without Skelly. So it should be without an excessive amount of difficulty, I will be able to kind of automate these farms. Come on, triple yoker. Well, give me your seeds then. You, and you. Just make chickens. Okay, now I need 2 feathers. So, what'd you give me? 2 feathers. Perfect. Now I know I could have just, wholesale slaughtered a lot more of them, but that's not what I'm going for here. One descriptive book, two descriptive books. So this will allow me to effectively create two new worlds. Now, nope, still can't get that. Even all of the metallurgy ores, all the fantasy ores and those kind of things, I've also updated where they spawn. So you will see new chunks with the ores kind of all balanced out. And when I spawn this new this new Mistcraft world, I've installed the Mistcraft add-on the metallurgy add-on for Mistcraft, which means that all of the Mistcraft ores will spawn in those metallurgy worlds. So I think that will really help. Now, I need to make stands. That's them, book stands. I need a plank and some sticks. So I want to make 4 of those. It's probably a good reason why I shouldn't have put all of my planks back. So I'm going to need to make 4, which means I need 8 sticks. Perfect. So now let's start here. So let's start by taking this book here and we'll place it in there, and it is now a linking book called Overworld. And I'm going to call it, just to make it much more descriptive, Bedroom Tower. No, Tower Bedroom is going to be better, I think. So I've now renamed that book to Tower Bedroom. And now anytime I kind of shoot that book off, it will bring me right back to here. So now I'm going to grab this descriptive book, which is currently called Age 3, place it on this stand, and let's test this out and see how we go. Age 3. Yeah, why not? Age 3, here we come. Okay, spawning in the world. At least I hope that's what that means. Here we are. Whoa. We've got hunger and nausea. And they seem to be permanent effect. Yeah, they are permanent effect things. So let's put that back down. That one is linking book to Tower Bedroom. Oh, maybe they're not permanent effect. No, they are. The screen's just stopped. There we go. Okay, so now it's just nausea though. It's like it's nausea snow. I'm interested to see what happens if I go underground. Because maybe it's just being above ground that makes me nauseous. It would be super cool if that was the case. Because then maybe this isn't a totally wasted world. Well, look at that. We have some... Just to show you that the metallurgy stuff does spawn correctly. Yeah, this isn't looking like a very nice world though. I hit my head there. I don't like that. Or that. Or that. Oh, oops. Wasn't meant to mine that out. Never mind. So now let's go back to Tower Bedroom. There we are. So now, how do I get that? I wish someone could yell at me and tell me how to get this thing off the stand. Aha, like that. Perfect. So now we can put that in here. And it says it has huge biomes. Tiger biomes, hell biomes. Well, that's a double hell biome, I think. It's bright, has eternal weather, fast time, and it's a cave world. That's most interesting. Hellish Cave World. So we'll put Hellish Cave World back on the stand, and now my notebook knows each of those things, so that in later dates I could just put a book in and write the descriptions that I want into it. But for now we will grab ourselves another book, make another linking book. Once again we're going to call it Tower Bedroom. Then we're going to throw our descriptive book for age 2 on there, and let's see where age 2 takes me. Okay, this looks to be a pretty sucky world to try and mine. Mining fatigue 4, I think. Yeah, look at that, it takes forever to try and mine things, so this is not likely to be a very good world. But I will put my little thing down, put my Tower Bedroom book back, head back to the main world. So let's see what this one says. Single biome, plains, chromatic sunset, green sunset, standard lighting, slow weather, eternal day, standard terrain. Mining fatigue wasn't mentioned anywhere there. That seems most odd. I'm going to call this place Day Plains. So I wonder if maybe that mining fatigue won't actually be a permanent effect. Yeah, I wonder if that won't be a permanent effect. So I've got the mining fatigue. So let's maybe just walk away a little bit and wait a few seconds and see what happens. Still got the mining fatigue, and the sheep have all got farty bubbles as well, which means I think they're getting affected by the mining fatigue too. So that's not particularly cool for them. Yeah. I mean, this might be a nice place to farm. Nice big open plains world that's always daytime. Spawns indigo flowers for me. And, you know, this could even be a nice place to build like a mining machine of some sort. I wonder if I could actually get underground. If once I'm underground, if the mining fatigue will disappear again. Oh wow, this takes forever. Pop myself in my little cave, and nope, I'm still getting the same permanent mining fatigue. So, yeah, not going to be spending a lot of time in this world. But I've been going for quite a long time now, much longer than I had actually intended to go for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video again, and I'm going to come back once I am at the Desert Temple. Back soon. Okay guys, here it is. One giant desert temple. Just hiding out in the desert by itself next to some of these things which have got blaze powder. I can use blaze powder to make dark iron ingots, ender pouches, more different kinds of ender pouches. Oh, that's it. Okay. well, shapeless. I can make fire charges, magma creams, eye of ender, scroll of fire. That's what I'm interested in. But it's going to be a while before I get to that. Probably a while like next episode. Now, I know what's down there. And I know I have to be careful about trying to get it. There seems to be no good way to pick up blocks of wool. So I'm just going to use my axe. Now, what I basically intend to do here is just kind of work my way down the side until I get down, because this sandstone is going to be super useful for Thorncraft 3, because it has an aspect that's otherwise quite difficult to actually get. It has the aspect, no it doesn't, but if I place 4 of them together I get 4 smooth sandstone. Gonna have to look that up. Maybe it's chiseled sandstone or something that I need, and I have no idea how to get chiseled sandstone. Ooh, iron. Excellent. Just what I ordered. More resources. And bones and amber. Seriously? Now I don't want to go that way, because that's clearly just the way I came from. And I don't want to make it impossible for myself to get out of here. Now you will see that you can't really see the pressure plates that are actually in here. They're kind of quite well hidden. And I've actually, and that is something that I've installed that I forgot to mention, courtesy of an update to another author's mod by Ryan the Almighty of the Astocky team. I've added the better pressure plates mod because I think it just looks cool. Okay, so time to open our bag up, chuck stuff in the bag. That'll do just nicely. And we will sort it all out later. Rotten flesh. There's lots of rotten flesh in here. Now the next thing that I know to be in here, the problem is I don't know where it is that. Lots of blocks of TNT. So now I think that I've got all those blocks of TNT out. This place should be pretty much safe. I've got all the chests. Yep, perfectly safe. Now TNT is good because it has lots of destruction and fire. Chiseled sandstone, that's the one. It's got that magic wand symbol, and that's needed for a lot of different things, but I don't know how to make it. You need, looks like 4 pieces of sandstone. Nope, I did that wrong. I hit, there we go, 2 sandstone slabs together. I don't even know how to make them. And that's just 3, okay, 3 sandstone together gives sandstone slabs, and that makes it perfect. So I've run about to the mark that I was hoping for, and so now I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I'm going to steal quite a lot of the sandstone internals out of this building, and then I will meet you guys back at my base. So in the next episode, not this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Astocky out.